Good evening, viewers. I hope all of you are doing well. I'm sorry for not being there for a very long time. It's just that wasn't well for a week, but by God's grace, I'm fine and I'm back, fighting fit, right? So today I'm back with, um, a mixed bag kind of uh, you can say exercise or information, I'd rather say. So it's a mixed kind of information which I'm going to share with you today. So without wasting any further time of yours and in my endeavor to keep the video short, let me start off with the presentation. And before that, a very, very warm welcome to all of you on my channel, Eloquent English Enterprise. So here I am with some new information. Let's see what it's all about. So yes, it's welcome, bonjour, aloha, hello, hola to my channel, which is Eloquent English Enterprise. A few of them I cannot read because that's an alien language for me. Okay, so here we are. At first, I would like to discuss, or I'd like to sort of, bring out the difference between a few sets of words. The first one is tell and told, and the second is say and said. Unfortunately, a lot of people, while they're speaking, they make a big error by using these words in the wrong context. Like, for example, I've heard a lot of people say, I said him, or I said my mother. Now, see, when we talk of tell and told, it is something specific that we are trying to convey to the person that we are talking to. And tell and told will always have two persons, the one who's telling and the one who's listening or who's the recipient. Okay, so and say can be like it does not necessarily have a recipient, not somebody who's listening. She said she was going to the market. Who she said it to is not there. But if I say she told, so whom did she tell? She told her mother that she was going to the market. So when we use the words tell and told, of course, the differences of the tenses. And same is the case with say and said. Told and said are in the past tense. Tell and say could be both for present and future. But told and said definitely are past tense. Now I'll give you examples. Tell, if I use in the present tense, I can say I'm going to tell my class that, or I'm telling my class. I'm saying something to my class. So saying and telling, but you cannot use it in simple present tense. Okay, I tell what? No, that's wrong. I will tell, future tense. I am telling. So this way you can use the word tell, but not as simple present tense. Similarly, say. You can say, I will say, or I am saying. But I say, yes, in some cases, yes, but then we'll have to think of what I say. I say honesty is the best policy. So that is something I believe in. I tell, I'm not able to think of any statement. But said is not to be used as told. He said me. No, he told me something. Because said does not have to have a recipient. So I will tell, I am telling, I told something to somebody, but I said to somebody will be wrong. I told somebody. I said without any recipient, I said I'm going to the market. I said I'm feeling hungry. I said I am tired. So said will not have a recipient. It is not to be spoken to anybody in particular. It's just said. So hopefully in your future, My students will remember this. Now, let's enhance our vocabulary. All right. So we have the first word for today, which is pentimento. Sounds very strange. Pentimento. So let's discuss like what's the meaning? What does this mean? This means like it is related to fine arts. All right, it's related to fine arts. So it actually means a visible trace of an earlier painting beneath the layer or a layer or layers of paint on a canvas or background, any kind of background. That is a painting which is made on another one, if it could not be erased, and the traces of that earlier painting are visible beneath the new layer or layers which have been painted on the same canvas or background. It could be a wall or anything at all. So a visible trace, it's visible. A visible trace of an earlier painting beneath a layer or layers of paint on a canvas or background. And how can we use this in a statement? Beneath the image of the bull in the center of the painting, there was a pentimento of a ship's mast. That is, under the painting of the bull, there was a pentimento of the mast of a ship. You can rewind and see it again. Now, the next word, it's pinnipeds. What is this? It's pinnipeds. Now, what are these? These are creatures. This is related to zoology. So these are fin or flipper-footed animals. They are marine animals which may have front and rear flippers. Okay, and this group includes seals, sea lions, and walruses. The animals that live in the ocean generally, but they may come and stay on land for long periods of time. You know, walruses have long teeth, something like the tusks of an elephant. Seals are very friendly creatures. So we know all of these animals, they have flippers. You know what flippers are? Feet which are very, very fan-like, which are broad and flat. So how do we use this particular word in a statement? As it stands, there are 34 extant species. Now, extant means still, they still exist. Okay, so there are 34 extant species of pinnipeds in our seas and oceans. 34 existing species of pinnipeds in our seas and oceans, and a further 50 that have gone extinct. There are 50 species which are now extinct. The next word, this is eidetic. Okay, this is eidetic. And what does this mean? This refers to your memory. It is related to our remembrance or power to remember. So, the literal meaning is relating something relating to or denoting mental images having unusual vividness and detail as if actually visible. Photographic memory, if I can put in simple words. Some people have photographic memory. If they see something, they remember it for a lifetime, right? So this is eidetic. This is a quality in a human being which can be termed as eidetic, all right? And the statements? The artist recalled things she'd seen with eidetic clarity and painted from those crisp images. She remembered something that she'd seen, she recalled, and she painted beautifully because of her eidetic memory. And she used eidetic clarity to paint those crisp images. Another one, thanks to his eidetic memory, Terry never forgets which section of the parking lot he's left his car in. I'm sure all of us have, experienced this when we go to a mall and then you park your car over there, and then after 2-3 hours, when you come back, you find it so difficult, despite trying to remember the number of the place, there are parking slots. Still, it's difficult to find where we parked our car. But Terry, thanks to his eidetic memory, he always remembers where he parked his car. Next one, cupidity. And this has nothing at all to do with Cupid. There's no love, etc. over here. This is an entirely different word. This means greed. Greed for money or possessions, worldly possessions, that is, things that can be bought with money. This also means, or another way to explain it, is an inordinate desire for wealth. It can be avarice, it could be greed. Okay, so a lot of greedy people can be termed under this, or they can be put under this term, which is cupidity. Coming to statements or sentences, the evidence revealed the cupidity of the company's directors. They were all very, very greedy. So the evidence revealed how greedy they all were. His eyes gave him away, shining with cupidity. When there was a hunt going on for the wrongdoer, somebody, that particular person, was easily caught or figured out because his eyes were shining with cupidity. The opposite of cupidity is generosity. Rather than greed, you are in a state to give away things to people. So the opposite of cupidity is generosity. Now, this is an entirely new word again. This is pronounced as estival, or it can also be pronounced as estival. So, an estival vacation. What does this mean? What is an estival vacation? A vacation that takes place during the summer season, all right? It's not the winters. When we go out during the summers, then we go on estival vacations. Estival traces back to estus, which is the Latin word for summer, okay? The roots lie in the term estus, okay? So estival is a word which denotes summer season. Statement: the children were reveling in their weeks of summer vacation, filling their school-free estival afternoons with swimming and playing. So if you try to relate some garments with this kind of estival vacation, it could be flip-flops, it could be loose clothing, it could be a tank top, it could be a swimming costume, okay? All these dresses relate to, or they can be termed as the ideal wear when you go out on an estival vacation. We chose the estival menu with seasonal fruits and vegetables. The fruits and vegetables which were available during the summers because we were going on an estival vacation. Now, this is different. Which one is the right spelling? It's the same word, but it has been spelled in two different ways. So which one is the British spelling of the same word? All right, so let's see what the word is. It's favorite. So is it F-A-V-O-U-R-I-T-E or is it F-A-V-O-R-I-T-E? All right, now both are correct. Both of them are correct, but as per the British usage, it is the first one which is correct. The second one is American. It's not wrong, but that's the American way of spelling this particular word. So OU is used in the British form and just a single O is used in the American form of favorite. Thank you so much, everyone, for being over here and watching my little video. Not exactly little. It's been, I think, 10 minutes by now. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope the information was something interesting. So I'll come back with something more interesting again, and this time a little too soon. So bye-bye, good night. Have a wonderful Monday tomorrow. I hope you've had a happy weekend. See you soon. Bye-bye.